lovers. This is the second part of the starts. This is so-called track start. The reason why they call track start because the one foot front and one from the back, just like they do in track races on the field. Okay, so this one requires a few extra steps done to both feet together that we talked about before. Okay, this is 1 foot in the front, one from the back. Now, which one should be in the front? Which one should be in the back? If you're right lefty, if you're right lefty, and if you kick the ball with the left foot, that should be in the front. Okay, if you kick the ball with the right leg, that should be in the front. The reason why is the strong leg one should be in the front because this one is going to be the leave off the block last. So everything that as you take off, all the weight and a push has to come from this leg. So if you're using for the weak leg in the front, chances are you're going to fall in the water rather than getting out. As much power you need. Okay, so I'm righty, so I should be able to go my right foot in the front, left on the back. When you stand on the block, okay, when you hear this sitting up, ready to go, make sure you slide this one straight back. Make sure you're not turning into the 1 foot or line up the other one because it's really difficult to keep that balance going. So it's a lot better off to square off in the block, straight back. And also, both knees are pointing directly the direction you want to go. Okay, if you turn your foot in, you're gonna get pushed. If you put the foot out, also get pushed on the front side. So make sure you, as you come down, when you look at it, make sure you keep your knees pointing the direction you want to go. Hands. There's a couple of ways to hold the hands. Initially, if you're just doing a track start, for the benefit of the safe start, so he doesn't move around, he doesn't trip anywhere else, you can grab your hands a straight line in the middle. Because what it does, what the hands does is you leave your hand with the back leg and followed by the front leg. But if you need a little bit better support, you can grab the side, and so that will help even more balance and a lead. And also, if you become even more advanced, okay, you can actually grab the block, elbow bent. All the top athlete will do, slightly lean back or lean forward. What I do is I would like to be lean forward. You pull with your hands while you're taking off. You bring your hands back in and dive. But this one requires many steps to make that dive perfect. So we're going to talk about how the transition work first, okay? So 1 foot in the front, same way. Make sure you wrap your toes really nicely. Back foot. Make sure you're not starting off with the foot heel on the ground, heel on the board, the starting block. Make sure your heels are up. Okay. All the weight should be on the front foot, not the back foot. Okay. Because if some of you guys like to be on the back, but if you stay in the back, first thing when you hear the beat, you're moving your body forward. So either starting point from here, starting point in front, and get to the water quicker. Okay, so that's the key. The reason why I like you guys to be on the front. Okay, so make sure you lean on the front. Make sure that your strong leg can support that weight that you're gonna be leaning on. Okay, whichever hands you do, you come down. Again, you bend your knee. How far are you gonna bend your knee? We talked about that in both feet together. Make sure best way to do, you come down, stand up, and see if you can position will get your highest vertical jump. Okay, some of you guys are almost the front legs are completely straight, and I don't know how you're gonna be able to push off high with that legs are completely straight. So make sure you bend your knee enough that you can vertical jump from this position, and from there you're gonna come down and hold the block. Okay. Now when you hear the beat, your back leg is number one response with your hands and the head. Okay, so that will guide you to the direction you want to go. Front leg has to wait until your body is completely leaning, ready to push, so that you'll be able to push to the front. If you ended up doing the hands up and the both feet together, you go straight up, your legs apart, hit the water with the leg apart. Okay, so make sure you're leaning forward and followed by the front leg. So make sure you know the balance, and you're not using both feet power. You're using only one leg power to do this. So the key is make sure your back leg and the front leg hands are quickly respond and move as fast as you can, and followed by the front. Okay, so that's what truck start is all about. Make sure your back foot, when you leave, take off high enough that as your front leg push you, and also match the both feet. So that creates a clean dive entry rather than feet stay in the bottom. Okay, so back leg, front leg, clean entry. So that's what we're looking for. Make sure your hands are pointing out direction you want to dive into. Tuck your head in. As you're diving in, make sure you're not looking back. Okay, please don't look back. All right, so review on this start. Okay, stand on the block, square it off. Okay, once you sit up, drag your feet straight back. Okay, bend your knee to exactly how far you want to bend so you can get the most out of. Get your hands on the side, on the middle, it's up to you. When you hear the beep, you gotta keep your hands up, heads up, and the back leg, kick it up. When you kick it up, and then you follow by the front leg to meet and looking for a clean entry. So there's a multiple step to do this track start, okay? So keep practicing one step at a time. Try not to do it all at once. Try to put the numbers on. 1 and 2, then with the leg on, okay? The last but not least, I forgot to mention in the first video, the both feet. I just want you to know the both feet is almost as strong, actually stronger to start than the track start, because you get to use the both legs. And so whichever what works best for you currently, use it, then try to learn in the track start and at the same time. So eventually there'll be a transition that can help you to make it better. I have the team record holder Daniel Spaz. Started off with the both feet together start for many years, and he broke the bunch of the Gold Coast record also. Before we started doing the work in both, doing the double leg to the track start, and then he began more of a track start swimmer. So, you know, it's not about the style. It's not about what I like to do, this, do not. Just look at what works the best for you, okay? Again, please leave them, make comments. And if you have any questions, please send me an email. And again, do practice on the deep water, not the shallow water. Be safe, and I will see you next video.